Hey guys, KimberFit Lifestyle here. I'm going to walk you through a full body stretch. Let's start by laying on our back on the floor, bringing our hands overhead into a full body extension, allowing our back to come up off the floor, and imagining a string pulling each end in opposite directions. Bring your right knee to your chest and apply slight pressure. Really focusing on sinking our lower back and hips into the floor. Bring both knees to your chest and apply pressure. You should feel a release of tension in your lower back here. Again, being mindful of your breath. Hold this pose and slightly rock side to side, massaging your lats and obliques. One more time into that full back extension. Reach, reach, reach. Bring that right knee back to your chest and over to the side slightly. You should feel this stretch on the inside of your thigh. We're holding each move for about 10 to 15 seconds. Bring your right knee back to your chest as you pull it across your body. This move we want to feel in our hip joint. Trying to keep those hips square on the floor as best as possible. Really sinking our hips into the ground. Now we'll turn over on our mat and go into a half back extension. With this stretch, we want to feel it in our lower back. If there's no discomfort or pain with looking up as you press up, feel free. If not, go ahead and bring that neck to a neutral state. Now we're going to move into a full back extension. We really want to isolate that lower back and release those glute muscles. So a tip is turn your toes towards each other, and that will release your glute muscles so you can target that lower back and mid back. One last time. Really paying mind to our breath, releasing any tension. going to go into a high child's pose. So notice my glutes are not on my feet. I'm really pressing through my back and bottom. Now we'll drop into a full child's pose. My glutes will fall on my feet, really stretching through my fingertips, feeling the stretch through my shoulders. Bring your right leg into an L shape under your chest, sinking your hips to the floor, extending that left leg straight behind you, and dropping your forearms to the floor. Move to the right side, really pressing through that opposite side of the hip, feeling that stretch. Switch sides. Bring it back to the middle with a press up before we switch legs. We should be feeling this throughout your entire hip joint if we're keeping our hips square to the floor. Again, we're going to go to each side and hold. Now we're going to move into a tabletop position and start our cow and cat. Really sink that stomach and really arch that back and press up through the shoulder and scapula area, separating every muscle, getting a long stretch. Bring your legs extended out in front of you together, feet flexed. Walk your hands to your ankles and hold. Feeling the stretch through the posterior chain of our body. Release up, point your toes, and drop your body weight back down. Focusing on challenging to really reach and drop your body on your exhale. Bring yourself into an L sit, right leg over your left, and bring your chest towards your knee that is up. The closer you bring your body, the deeper the stretch. Switch sides. You should feel this in your hip and the leg that is up. Bring yourself into a modified squat, leaning forward on your toes without your knees touching the floor. You should feel that stretch all along your quads and into your pelvis area. Release back into a butterfly as you sit on your bottom and drop your forearms to the floor. Sink your weight towards the ground without pressing down on your knees. Grab your toes and perform the same movement. Next, you want to grab at your ankles as you place your forearms or elbows lightly against your legs. And as you lean forward, you press down on your exhale. You should feel this move throughout your groins, the inside of your thighs. Extend your feet out one more time, about shoulder width apart, and rotate your legs inward and outward from the hip. Reach forward, and again let your body weight sink as you exhale. Release up. We're going to drop one last time, grabbing our heels and really pulling through that posterior chain of our legs. This is our final move. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.